Today, we're cracking open the vault on some of the most bizarre cinematic oddities the 1960s had to offer. The swinging 60s were a wild frontier for experimental schlock, radioactive monsters, and psychedelic weirdness that defied logic. Grab your popcorn and buckle up, because we are unearthing the strange 60s movies that history forgot.
This is just the beginning of the wildest, weirdest adventure you've ever seen. Now anything goes. And everything grows.
If you've ever wanted to see a young, wholesome Ron Howard invent a magical substance called goo that turns rebellious teens into 30-foot-tall tyrants, Village of the Giants, 1965, is the absurd cinematic treasure you've been waiting for. Directed by Burt I. Gordon, a man seemingly obsessed with oversized everything, this sci-fi comedy is loosely based on an H.G. Wells novel, but feels more like a beach party gone terribly wrong. The teens consume the goo, outgrow their clothes, and promptly decide to take a small California town hostage by ripping out telephone lines and snapping radio antennas. The film features giant dancing ducks, an oversized cat named Orangey, and a pre-fame Beau Bridges giving impassioned, overly serious speeches about youth freedom while towering over adults. It's an incredibly strange, delightfully cheesy slice of mid-century teen-sploitation that features a climax involving an antidote delivered on a bicycle.
I wonder if this makes everything grow.
And try it they did.
Now, first of all, there's going to be a 9 o'clock curfew for all adults.
It's wild. It's way out. It's Village of the Giants.
Whether you like it or not, little man, we're just going to have to show you what's good for you, that's all.
See what happens when young rebels explode 30 feet tall.
We've just finished making a movie dealing with the most talked about subject of the day, LSD.
The name of the picture is The Trip.
Here goes.
Before they rode motorcycles into counterculture history, Peter Fonda, Dennis Hopper, and Bruce Dern teamed up for The Trip, 1967, a kaleidoscopic exploration of LSD directed by Roger Corman and written by none other than Jack Nicholson. Fonda plays Paul Groves, a commercial director navigating a painful divorce who decides to drop acid under the watchful eye of an experienced guide. It is a wild descent into chaotic visuals, complete with hooded figures on black horses, flashing strobe lights, and rotating pictures of Che Guevara. Corman tried to remain neutral on the drug's effects, famously taking LSD himself for research, along with a stenographer to record his visions. The studio, however, panicked at the final cut, slapping on a pre-credits warning and a shattered glass visual effect to imply Fonda's mind was broken. Ultimately, it's an ambitious, bizarre cultural artifact that captures the Summer of Love's untamed essence.
Oh, it gives off an orange cloud of light that just blows right out over the city.
beauty you cannot believe inundates you. Distorted.
If that happens to you again, you go ahead and go with it. Just go ahead and die. Whatever happens.
The wildest of pleasures possess you.
It will blow your mind.
You're all invited to a centennial celebration. 2,000 maniacs, crazed for carnage, started bathing an entire town in pulsing human blood.
There came an awful sound.
And from his lips there came an awful sound.
The most diabolical device ever contrived, designed solely for assassination by a town of madmen, insane.
Herschel Gordon Lewis, the undisputed godfather of gore, unleashed 2,000 Maniacs in 1964, and drive-in theaters were never the same. The plot follows a group of unfortunate northern tourists who are lured into the seemingly charming southern town of Pleasant Valley by a detour sign. They are invited to be the guests of honor at a centennial celebration, which turns out to be a gruesome spectral revenge for the town's destruction by Union soldiers exactly 100 years prior. The tourists are subjected to wildly inventive, cartoonishly violent executions, including a deadly barrel roll and a lethal dunk tank featuring a massive boulder instead of water. Shot in Florida with a budget of roughly $70,000, the film was so excessively violent that it was banned in Chicago. It's completely ridiculous, shockingly bloody, and a darkly comedic slasher prototype that continues to baffle and entertain.
2,000 maniacs, gruesomely stained in blood color.
Old stone wall said,
Starring Playboy's favorite playmate, Connie Mason.
Dare you enter the house of the damned?
In House of the Damned, 1963, architect Scott Campbell and his wife attempt to celebrate their anniversary in an empty, cavernous mansion he's been hired to survey. Naturally, their romantic getaway is swiftly interrupted by vanished keys, disembodied noises, and eerie shadows. Things escalate rapidly when Scott's boss arrives, only for his wife to be mysteriously kidnapped. Directed by Maury Dexter on a shoestring budget over just 7 days, the film builds classic haunted mansion tension using locked doors and creepy silhouettes. However, the writer, Harry Spalding, took inspiration from the controversial 1932 classic Freaks, leading to an ending that completely abandons the supernatural. Instead of ghosts, the culprits are revealed to be sideshow performers. It's a bizarre, surprisingly touching bait and switch that turns a routine spookfest into an oddly compassionate narrative about hidden outcasts seeking shelter.
Horror, hold you spellbound.
From caves and sewers come the slime people. To kill, kill, kill. The slime people.
In the pantheon of disastrously low-budget sci-fi, The Slime People, 1963, holds a special, murky place. The story revolves around a subterranean race of spear-wielding, slime-covered reptilian men who were driven to the surface by atomic testing. Their brilliant plan to take over Los Angeles involves erecting a wall of solidified fog to lower the temperature and isolate the city. Directed by and starring Robert Hutton, the production infamously ran out of money after just 9 days, resulting in unpaid cast and rubber monster suits that consumed over half the budget. To hide the cheapness of these $600 costumes, the filmmakers cranked up the fog machines to maximum capacity. The resulting haze was so overwhelmingly thick during the movie's climax that audiences couldn't even see the actors fighting the monsters. It's an inadvertently hilarious, wonderfully inept creature feature that talks itself into utter cinematic oblivion.
For a new adventure in terror. With vengeance and murder, see the nightmare of the Slime People.
And there you have it, 5 spectacularly peculiar films from the 1960s that the mainstream studio system probably wishes you would forget. Whether it's radioactive teenagers, vengeful southern ghosts, or fog so thick you can't see the monsters, these low-budget gems remind us of an era when cinema was completely fearless. If you enjoyed this wild ride through the corners of mid-century filmmaking, make sure to gently hit that subscribe button. Please don't forget to check out the other videos on our channel for more fantastic cinematic oddities.